This is RedView Update, and Reds, today we need to slow things down, breathe, and really read between the lines of what is being reported, because a story like this tells us far more about Liverpool's evolving strategy than just one possible name being linked. Reports circulating in the European press suggest that Liverpool could consider a surprise January loan move for Goncalo Ramos, the Paris Saint-Germain striker and World Cup hat-trick scorer. And while nothing is confirmed, the implications of this rumor are absolutely fascinating when you frame it within the current reality at Anfield. First, let's be clear and responsible with the facts. As of today, Liverpool's official squad does not include Alexander Isak or Hugo Ekitike, and any reports suggesting internal injuries to those players in a Liverpool context must be treated as external or speculative reporting rather than club-confirmed information. What is very real, however, is that Liverpool are navigating a demanding season under Arne Slot, with fixture congestion, physical intensity, and the need for depth across the front line becoming more evident week by week. This is where the January window becomes less about panic and more about precision. According to Cart Offside, and echoed by several market insiders, Liverpool's recruitment team and ownership group at Fenway Sports Group have at least discussed the feasibility of a short-term loan for Ramos, not a permanent commitment, not a reckless splash, but a calculated move that could add elite-level competition, tactical flexibility, and immediate output if circumstances align. That alone tells you something important. Liverpool are open to adapting their usual model when the football logic makes sense. Now let's talk about the player himself. Goncalo Ramos is not a fringe name or a desperation option. This is a striker who announced himself to the world by scoring a hat-trick for Portugal at the 2022 World Cup, starting ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo on the biggest stage and justifying that decision emphatically. At club level with Paris Saint-Germain, he has not always been a guaranteed starter, but his efficiency is impossible to ignore. 9 goals in under 1,000 minutes this season is elite productivity, especially when compared to attackers needing double or triple that time to reach similar numbers. What really catches the Liverpool eye, though, is not just goals. Tactical analysis from respected outlets like Total Football Analysis highlights Ramos's intelligence off the ball, his willingness to drop into pockets, link play, and drag defenders out of shape. That should immediately ring bells for any Liverpool supporter who lived through the peak years of Roberto Firmino. The comparison isn't lazy nostalgia, it's stylistic. Ramos presses aggressively, understands space, and contributes without dominating possession, traits that align perfectly with Liverpool's attacking DNA. There's also context to this rumor that adds credibility. Liverpool have been linked with long-term striking options like Ivan Toney and Dusan Vlahovic, but those deals are complex, expensive, and more suited to summer planning. A 6-month loan, by contrast, is about maintaining competitive balance right now without compromising the club's financial or sporting structure. The same applies to more versatile attackers reportedly discussed internally, such as Rodrigo or Bradley Barcola, names that show Liverpool are surveying the market creatively rather than desperately. Of course, there are obstacles. Luis Enrique will be reluctant to lose a reliable forward mid-season as PSG chase domestic dominance and aim to retain European success. And historically, Liverpool do not favor short-term fixes. That's a fair concern, but football evolves, and great clubs evolve with it. A loan does not mean abandoning principles, sometimes it means reinforcing them. What excites me most as a supporter is what this rumor represents. Liverpool are alert. Liverpool are proactive. Liverpool are not waiting for problems to become crises. They are scanning the elite level, identifying profiles that fit the system, and keeping options open. Whether the Ramos move happens or not, the message is clear. This club is thinking ahead, protecting its competitive edge, and backing the project under Arne Slot with intelligence rather than impulse. And that's why, Reds, even in a season full of challenges, the outlook remains positive. The structure is there, the identity is intact, the ambition is alive. If Liverpool move in January, it will be because it strengthens the collective, not because of noise or pressure. That is how winning clubs operate. Now I want to hear from you. Would Goncalo Ramos on a short-term loan make sense for Liverpool, or should the club hold firm and wait for the summer? Drop your thoughts below, smash the like button, and subscribe to Red View Update for more real, passionate Liverpool coverage. Walk on!